Okay, so I'm back at this game again, Kill or Love, and I took the little puffy thing off my microphone so that I actually have expression in my voice, and I hope that's actually, I hope that sounds good. Oh, we'll have to where this guy recalls his date with Grace. That's kind of fun. I cared about all the talks we had, but the first night we had spent together about looking for an apartment and then finding it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us, but it takes time to move on. This isn't a feel good journal after all. Back in the store. It was a Thursday, coming up to a year since Grace and I started dating. I was at the cash register. Grace was not in the store. An old lady was counting her change, slowly and with trembling hands, when Anna walked in. God, my heart's beating, and it didn't buy anything. She went to the register towards me, empty-handed. The sight of her approaching made my heart start beating like mad. My head hurt. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack? My god, is that you, Jack? My name is Jack. She had the nerve to pretend she stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked me down. But I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss? Is it you? Please don't cut in line, miss. Not fair to the other customers. The old lady was still tackling her massive coins. She didn't seem to notice much about her. Don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with somebody else. There's a lot of Jacks out here. Oh, come on. You are you, alright? I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. I jerked my hand back like she was gonna bite me. It's me, it's Anna. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. I guess it has been a while. 15 years. Not me. It must be someone else. Anna stared at me. Threw me. I thought I'd either boil or freeze. Sure, it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. What the frick is this music? It's not even unsettling. It's literally like... Okay, look, lady. Even if I was this friend of yours, I have a job to do. So let me get on with it. You're bothering the customers. The customers weren't bothered one bit. If they hated anyone, it'd probably be me. After all, I was being so rude to this pretty charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. Someone like you doesn't belong here. I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. And they gave me a good hard look. So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. And she went away. I let out a long breath I didn't notice while I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt Anna had to be right. There had definitely been something familiar about her. But I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way, I told myself. I'm guessing correctly there would be a next time. Guessing wrongly that I'd be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an inch. Ellipses forever. The old lady cried out. She found a quarter. Yay. August 11th. It's weird, isn't it? I would just write today's date like that and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago. I should write down when that stuff happened, but it was so long ago, I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Who cares? This is only for me anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now, but nothing is happening, so screw it. When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna, and who called me Jack even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was good news. That's amazing, Jack. She must recognize you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right, from the time you can't remember. I don't know. She might be some sort of scam artist. I just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack, at least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her. I've got you. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Yeah, don't be so rude to her next time, okay? I wasn't being rude. You so were. Okay, so what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. And don't you think it would be good for you too to be friends with her? No, not really. I want to be friends with the Stalker. She could tell you about your past. Maybe some things would start making sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. People don't. She fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through her piece on the plate. I didn't know we were eating. We were having dinner. Oh, yeah, thanks for telling me. People don't what? Well, people don't do that at night unless something happened to them. I keep telling you, it must be some weird kind of insomnia. Nothing more. Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will eventually. Why not try this? Numbers you have, it's like they want out. I think they should get out too. Then you won't be so scared of whatever happened anymore. And how does that work exactly? You'd be able to face it properly. It's helped me a lot, you know, thinking about what happened to me. Seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all. When Grace had referred to was something. Oh, I only recently found out. Apparently I shouted and kicked a lot. That night a lot. Sometimes I all out screamed. Maybe I still do that at all. Maybe I still do all that. Who knows? Maybe the 7 patients here are too polite to point it out. No, I don't scream at night anymore. I'm fairly sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can sleep all that well. Funny how, at one point, something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago. Or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after, I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. She said it happened about once a week. It really freaked her out the first few times it happened, but then she got used to it, or used as you can get used. It makes me feel like a butthole realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay, so one had to bother with in the past. But it didn't matter, in the end, if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming. The second time Anna and I met as adults, we were neighbors. I was coming back home from a morning shift at the store. I went into her building, up to the second floor down the hall to mine and Grace's floor, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of the door. Oh my god. Introduce new characters, please. That someone was her. I'm being rude. And, Jack? Oh, thank goodness. What are you doing here? Don't tell me you. She pointed at the door as if to ask if I lived here. Yes, it's my apartment. As you dang well know. The hallway air felt warm and stale, soup-like. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So hello. Wait, huh? And here. She pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in tiny plastic like there was something brown on the plate. Brownies. I'm sure you like them, Jack. But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out. Yes, we are. I'm right over there. And it showed me the door to right in front of mine. Ah, that place has been empty for weeks. Pretty sure the guy who lived there before thought that I was a heroin addict. It didn't seem so bad now. What an amazing coincidence, though. To think we'd end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, isn't it? Pardon? Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obviously planless. There's no way something like this could happen by accident. Anna laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Well, you can't believe it's a coincidence, or you can believe it's not. Either way, we'll be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies. Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Who is Grace? My girlfriend. I put her at the door with my thumb. We live together. My idea was that, in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her I was taken. Grace. Yes. She must be a nice girl. The best I've ever known. She's lucky to have you. It's the other way around. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need. And she's not here right now. But, bye. I pretended to unlock the door. It was already unlocked because Grace was home. Oh! I stepped in and shut the door in Anna's face. What? In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the crap out of me. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it don't seem that bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start that there was something off about her. That something is not to ignore. Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I let my guard down to allow crap that happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's a paranoia talking again. No, it's not paranoia. That's just plain stupid. And I can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. I'll have to ask him to get me some more, to get me some next exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble, with how broken and battered the rest of me is. You know, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage, and what do I do then with my brain turned to mush? Maybe then I'll be happy. In any case, I have things to do, and I need a clear mind to do them. What? I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down the rabbit hole already, and all I'm doing is strolling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess, in a pretty unfunny way. August 12th. Anna's brownies were tasty. I didn't have any, but Grace said so. I wanted to throw the brownies into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff. Chocolate especially. And then of course I had to explain where I got them. This one girl. She sees me in the store. She knows my full name and address and where I live in the apartment. Right next to you, actually. She came up with a bunch of brownies. They probably had, like, crack in them, but, you know. Huh, weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, it must be a sign. A sign of what? That she's stalking me? No, astrology. No, you know, it is weird that she's stalking me since she knew where I lived, but that she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I'll go and say hi. I can make something for her too. Do you have any butter left? I want to bake your cookies. Yeah, and then you'll eat most on your own. Hey, I don't see the point of going to visit her though. We've seen more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. I want us to get started on the right foot. Maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrap my arms around her. Of course, you deserve that. But please find a friend that's not her. Okay, my freaking Reddit freaking notifications. Shut up. Why? Once again, I couldn't properly explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch. A gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a nice, horrible person. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day in the afternoon, I was lying down in our sofa. I was nursing a headache that's been with me since morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and that smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the oven. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, crap, I whispered. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic struck me harder than I would expect. There was coke in there! It was like, with Grace sitting in it all by herself, some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe and never ever let her out of my sight. I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the heck to do. All at once I was telling myself to go there, you coward, or also stay here, you idiot. And somewhere far away, a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, was telling me I was overreacting. Oh god, that actually scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Then there came the sound of glass breaking. It had come from, where else? Anna's apartment. I went to the wall that separated our apartments. No, there was no sound at all. Nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. I dashed out from your apartment to hers. She's got a nice thing. Oh, when I got there, I saw broken glass and blood, and Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her, and they were both smiling. They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused. Jack? Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, What the heck is going on? This? Anna waved her hand at the floor and all the bits of glass. White ceramic, actually. There was scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that. Just looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. I've never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic. There was a little accident. An accident? Yes, what else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. She's cut herself already, look. Huh? That's not blood, is it? She's only now seeing the notice of blood around her. But Grace, check your hands. Turn around only a few times to see from under your angle, but no cuts there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? Anna was, I just noticed, holding your left hand tightly with her right. Yeah, she's definitely holding her hand. There was a little blood still trickling out from it between her knuckles. Oh no. Grace's hand hovered around Anna. She's looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna. It's fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said it was forceful, almost harsh. Grace backed away. I can still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. You have gauze? Oh, useless. It's just a cut, you idiot. It's not freaking. You're not bleeding from your stomach. Frustrated. More frustrated than I ever seen her before. Grace ran off to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. Oh my god. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. A real shame. I didn't get a single one. Well, actually. She picked one up with the free fingers of her left hand. Some of her blood got in the cookie. Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. God. It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one? I'll pass. God, you make me sick. It's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it. But I'll forgive you. She licked her lips. I should have left, but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long. She must be flustered. Poor girl. So much worry about a teeny little cut. It's not serious? It's not. No, I haven't had lots of vitamins today, so my blood isn't clot. How did you know? I've seen a lot of cuts. I can imagine. Anna laughed. I'm a nurse. That I couldn't imagine. It's so hard to believe, though I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? Look. Show me your hand. The cut ran down from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand. The wound was thin, but long and ragged. The skin around the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut is. I could have puked. Oh, does it look bad? Don't worry, it won't even scar. Stop that. You're really, I don't remember what I was gonna say. It wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry, there wasn't any gauze. Here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. I hope this is good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? No, see? The blood stopped. Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red. How much blood was there? Freaking. Was it pouring? Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. Went down the floor? Back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, and it was all my fault. I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right? Yes? And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her, if that's what you mean. Thank you. She's beautiful. I thought she would have been some shy little girl or crazy cat lady or something, but she's like a model. What? No. Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You don't want to be tempted. I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. She's much more beautiful than me. Hey, don't say that. She's not. She is. Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. She wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood either. She's just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind, more beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. I'm lucky as heck to have you. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. That's not funny. I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that. Okay? Oh. Grace blinked like she just woken up. Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? No, don't say that. And don't say you're sorry either. You're nothing to feel sorry for. She probably just way too often. Like, come on, man. Way too often. August 15th. I didn't write anything yesterday. The pain in my leg made it so I couldn't focus. It's been hurting like these past 2 days. I gave in and asked the doctor about it. The staticky doctor. So on Pokemon. Tangela. He looks like that. He's fine, by the way. Didn't disappear or anything. But he's taking a few days off. I asked him about the pain. I asked if he could do anything about it. Apparently the pain is a good sign. I think that's what he said. So I guess my leg is healing alright. But it still hurts. When the doctor went away, I complained out loud that it hurts. What? Freaking little baby? One of the other patients must have thought that I was talking to him. The patients here now are not the same guys I mentioned before. Maybe one is, but that's all. The others went away. To another part of the hospital or home, or maybe to the morgue? I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. So it says something about how my leg hurt, and the guy on the bed next to mine, a kid actually, can't be more than 18 or 19, starts talking to me. I think he's saying how he's in a lot of pain too. I couldn't understand most of it though. His jaw's wired shut. Oh my god. Anything he tries to say turns to moans and a lot of drool. Then the nurse came in, not Anna, and told him that he couldn't speak and if he wants his mouth to get better. So I shut up. Not much else has happened. But my leg really is bothering me. It's a deep pain. It doesn't feel like it's healing. It feels wrong in a way. It makes my teeth hurt. I'll stop with the leg now. I have to get my mind off it. It hurts so much. I'll check where I left off the day before yesterday and go from there. You're not coming with us? Again? No, I don't feel like it. But Anna's so great to hang out with. Yesterday we went window shopping and then went to a cafe and then we had ice cream in the park. Sounds fun. It was. Anna's a really interesting person. You should give her a chance. I want us all to be friends. So please come along. No, I'll pass. Sorry. A moment later, Anna came in without knocking. She never knocked anymore. Ready, Grace? Yes, in a minute. Grace heaved a sigh. Are you sure you don't want to go? Yes, I'm sure. Go have fun without me. Okay, then some other time. We kissed. Oh, yeah, she didn't like that. She was like, oh no. Wait, history. Oh wait, I can't. Okay, never mind. Have fun. You will. Bye. She's gonna get freaking murdered. Grace, not Anna. Grace and Anna became friends. Good friends. Very soon after they first met. It was like, I was against it, but I found it hard to complain seeing Grace so happy. They spent quite a lot of time together. Whenever I said anything about this, Grace would tease me. She'd say I was jealous, but she'd also invite me to come with. I always denied. I eventually got used to it, and things were quiet for a while. Now we're on the floor? Once at the store, I was applying discounts during work hours. It should have been done before we opened, but someone had been slacking off. I won't point fingers. It was Don, the old guy. So I was the one stuck wondering what kind of dog food the 20% should go on or something like that. The lists they gave us were always terrible, so full of corrections you could barely read them. Oh, I was about to choose that random word to apply the discount sticker. Someone put a hand on my shoulder. Oh, Anna. There's a tetanus on my chest for the past 7 seconds. As I said, I got used to it. What does that Why do you have heart problems whenever that happens? She doesn't scare me anymore. Hi. How are you, Jack? I'm alright, thanks. Hey, random question. Do you like big dogs or small dogs? Huh? Big dogs, I guess. I see. Betting on Place's sticker reducing the price of the dog food that had one of those wiener dogs in the packaging. Yours is in the break room, by the way. I know, I was just there. But I want to see you. Yeah? Why? I haven't seen you at all for the past week, you know? Didn't you notice? I guess. I was called into work a lot, and you must have been busy here too. Yep, busy. We should meet more often. After all these years apart, we must have a lot of stories to tell, huh? Yeah, maybe. Jake, you mentioned dogs, right? Right. Was that because of Buddy? Who's Buddy? So you really don't remember anything? Nope. I don't remember this Buddy, and I don't remember knowing you either. Of course, now I do know about Buddy. I don't remember his breed or how old he was, or anything other than his name really, but I do know of him. A certain picture book told me. That's really too bad. But it'll come back to you, I'm sure. Who knows? Buddy was a really sweet dog. You liked him a lot. I shrugged. And he loved you, but then again, that dog loved everyone. He was so trusting. Too trusting? I'm sure he was. Are you really fine with not knowing about so much of your life, Jack? Yeah, I am. I'm used to it by now. I think it would feel weird if I could remember, actually. I suppose it's easier in a way. There's some things best forgotten after all, aren't there? Ha, yeah. Ha, yeah. Of course there are. And I wish some of those things would have had the decency to stay forgotten. Why mention it now, though? Oh, no reason. I was just a little curious. Uh-huh. Was it that sly face of hers? I didn't believe her. I sensed that there was something in particular she wanted me to remember. I do know what that is now. But I still don't know why she wants me to remember what she did. Is it some kind of sick form of love, or does she want to finish the job? Is it both? I don't know. I really don't. Her mind is as much of a mystery to me now as it ever was. Interlude Anna in Wonderland. Okay, Yeah, I'm gonna go now. They still haven't told me the freaking story about what happened to. I think. What happened to me while I'm in the hospital? Yeah, we don't know that, but. Hey, at least we know Anna. Well, she was always a stalker. We knew that from day one, but. Hey, we're knowing more about Jack. I actually know his freaking protagonist's name now. I didn't know his name before, so I know it now. So. This is a good graphic novel. I haven't actually read a graphic novel before. I've seen people playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I've been doing that a lot. But, you know, if I were able to play Doki Doki Literature Club without knowing what happened, that would probably be so freaking fun. Like, that'd be so fun. But I need to actually get games on here that, like, are actually really fun. I can't do multiplayer games because, well, I have horrible internet, okay? I have the worst internet, so, yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I don't think there is anything I can do about it, but what I'll do is I'll try to find single player games. I don't think I'm gonna upload Crypt of the Necrodancer games on here, or videos on here. I might, but it'll probably be like on a different channel or something, because, like, I just think the commentary. I'm not gonna have commentary on it. I don't think so, because that's weird. Especially since it's like a speedrunners kind of game. So I'll think about that. But I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.